What's going on, everybody? It's your boy X here. Welcome to my review of episode 2 of The Last of Us. I finally got around to watching it, and I am so excited to talk about it because I have heard a lot of things from this episode. I haven't watched no review until I gave my own and stuff. I know I'm late. And stuff. I got caught up doing, some other stuff, real life stuff, and working and all that. It's been crazy. It's been absolutely crazy. But I finally got time to sit down and actually watch it. And I gotta say, man, I am so impressed by the way how Naughty Dog, HBO and Sony is handling this series. Like, with every episode, I'm convinced that this is the best video game adaptation. Like, I don't know. I just gotta talk about. I'm gonna talk about all my thoughts and stuff and what I thought about this episode. So, spoiler warning ahead. This is going to contain major spoilers for episode 2. So if you did not watch the episode, please go watch it and stuff, because a lot of juicy news, a lot of juicy details in this episode, and I kind of like what they're doing as far as like trying to change it up and being different and stuff. It's actually working, and I'm actually thoroughly enjoying it more than I thought I would, because I thought I was going to hate this series. Like, it's going to be absolutely trash, but it's anything but that. It's actually amazing. So if you guys do enjoy today's video, make sure you smash the like button, subscribe to the channel, which would be Akacho so much. Real quick, guys, we're almost to 100 subscribers. I know I kept saying that in my past like 3 videos and stuff, but we're almost there. I need you guys, I need your help and stuff to get us there. Keep liking, keep sharing, keep posting all your comments and stuff. Even if it's one comment, one like, hell, dislike, it does not matter and stuff. It means so much to me, guys. It means so much to me, and you guys are the reason why I do it. So thank you to all of your support from the past, now, and going forward. So yeah. So let's get into this Last of Us episode 2 review. All right, so starting off, so basically, so the episode starts off at a flashback, and I think it's some other parts of I think in somewhere in Asia, it starts off like a flashback before the outbreak happened, and I love how they're doing that, like, because again in the game, you never got to see like other places that were affected by the outbreak of the cordyceps, and for them to keep flashing back and giving other like countries other viewpoints before shit hit the fan is actually great. And I love seeing that, because so they brought in this scientist, and she's like, cordyceps, it can't survive in a human. It only affect ants, which is a real fungus disease. And Lord and behold, they brought in a dead woman, and it was in there and stuff, alive and stuff. And then like I guess like the military officer said, "Oh my God, what are we gonna do? Is there a vaccine?" And she's like, "No vaccine, no medicine, just bomb the whole city and stuff." So I love giving that, like, those flashbacks are given like some more context to how the world was before, the outbreak back in 03, where this takes place and stuff. And it's actually really, it's so grounded and so realistic, because first of all, it's no that CGI garbage nonsense and stuff. It's actually like practical effects and stuff. Now that, yeah, there might be some CGI, but a lot of them they use like practical effects, so it makes you really believe that this is actually real, and of course, it's actually a real fungal disease that affects ants and stuff. So, man, so I kind of love those flashbacks. But moving past that, we get right where we left off. No, after when Joel beat the shit out that guard, and basically that they found out that Ellie was infected. Literally, Ellie wakes up on a pile of grass with with the sun beaming down on her, and she wakes up and you have Joel and Tess sitting right there, Joel with a gun, because again, they're thinking that she's gonna turn, but but until they find out that she's actually immune, and she tried to tell it. And Ellie in this episode, she's really growing on me. Now in the first episode when I first saw her, she had potential, but I wasn't really there yet. But she's really starting to grow on me with Ellie. She's very smart, fresh, and stuff, like the disrespectful, funny, and stuff. Like, it's like she's really starting to get that, the Ellie charm. And Joel is one of my favorite characters in the show. Joel, I think that he's the standout so far. To me, I do enjoy. I did enjoy Tess, but just like for the moment he's on screen and stuff, it just feels like Joel and stuff. But no, I did really enjoy Ellie more in this episode than the first one. So yeah. Basically, yeah. So basically, it's just that if you play the game, they're trying to bring her to one of the Fireflies outposts, and then from that outpost in the middle of the city, they're gonna take her out west to the research lab with the Fireflies and stuff. So Joel and Tess trying to figure out, what the Fireflies want for her, So apparently she got bit, but didn't turn and stuff. So now the Fireflies are thinking that she's the one hope for a cure or a vaccine and stuff. So yeah, so it's up to Joel to get her out west and find out what the Fireflies will want for her. Now again, this show is following the games very closely. Now there's some scenes that are different and they alter it, which is good, but in some other scenes there'll be some lines and stuff where Joel and her are looking out and seeing the little Capitol building and stuff, and he says, "Is there everything that you hope for?" And Ellie says, "The jury's still out." So it's just like moments like that it makes you, if you play the game and stuff, it's an instant callback and stuff. But yeah. So that's the premise of the episode. Now let's break it down. First, I gotta talk about the cordyceps and the affected in this episode. They are really diving heavy into how the cordyceps work and the fungus and how it affects not only one affected, but they're all connected and stuff. So so in the episode where Tess is explaining to Ellie how the cordyceps work and stuff, it's kind of like a hive mind where if one person gets affected or one like spore grows and stuff, it's like a connecting, and if you kill an affected, it alerts all the affected around it, which we see which we get to see in the final scene where Tess, I'll talk about in a minute and stuff, how the fungus slips between his fingers and stuff, and then all of a sudden the affected that are way outside across the city knows about it and are coming and stuff. So that's actually a new twist on it that we haven't seen in the games and stuff. But I love it because it gives the affection more depth and stuff. And that's exactly what I want from this show. not just a focus on Joel and Ellie, which is the main part, but to go deeper into the cordyceps and the fungal affection and the affection of how they act and stuff. And you can see it even when they were laying on the ground and Tess and Joel are looking over the balcony, and the sun pans and it moves, and you see the affected like burning and stuff. It kind of reminded me of Dying Light. How the like some affected kid don't like sunlight and stuff, and the UV rays bothers them and stuff. So just seeing that is it kind of reminds me of that. But man, it just to me, for them for having the affected be connected as one, because again the fungal spreads. Now there's no spores in this episode, which I find weird because because I know in the game where Joel and Tess go into the museum and they weren't a mask and stuff because they can bring them the spores. They said that that's not gonna be in the show, so yeah, so that was kind of weird, but they still have the spores on the wall and the fungal and stuff on the wall and stuff. It's just amazing of how depth they're going with it. Move on to the clickers. Woo! The clickers in this episode. Neil, HBO, Sony, you did the damn thing. You hit it. You hit the nail with the hammer. You nailed it. It was so beautiful, man. The clickers in this episode, it's like the game. Just the detail. Not that CGI garbage. Oh no. This is all real effects, probably makeup or costume, and just how the people react to stuff. It's amazing. It's so amazing and stuff of how it's just how they move and they sound and stuff, and they look terrifying and stuff, and it's great and stuff. I know we saw in the trailers, but here I got to see them more and more, but they look fantastic and stuff. And of course, we get to see them where Joel and Tess go into to the museum, just like the game. And stuff. And there's two of them, and they get ambushed and stuff. And you can just look on Tess and Ellie's face how they're terrified because because again, clickers, if you don't know, can't see, so they can only hear, but their hearing has been like turned up and amplified and stuff, so they kind of hear like bats, like echolocation. So they can hear a fucking pen drop or a crumb drop and stuff, and they're coming for your ass and stuff. And and of course and that scene, Tess does get bit and stuff, but she tries to hide it, just like in the game, and then she gets affected and stuff. They go in there to the Capitol building. Everybody has been shot. Everybody is dead because one person turned, and it's a huge bloodbath. Tess, and then the LA said, "Oh my God, she's infected," because Tess is starting to freak out, like, "Oh my God, like what we're gonna do?" And Joe was like, "Tess, what are you doing?" And they had a callback where Joe said, "Show it to me," and then the Tess was like, "But Joe, show it to me." And then she shows him her bite, and then she shows Ellie's bite, like she's like, "Joe, this is fucking real. This is real." And but it's actually amazing. So she goes out and plays the glory, but this time it's different because in the game she was shot by the federal soldiers that were hunting them down from the Boston outpost. But in this, it's the affected that come in and stuff, because again, how they're trying to build up as the affection. It's like a hive mind, and they're all connected as one. When one wakes up and Joel shoots him, it's the tail goes from the ground, grabs onto to the affected, letting the affected know in the area that something bad has happened. Basically, it's like the fungal infection is telling the affected, "Hey, get your ass over here," and stuff. So it's basically Tess lights the whole place on fire. But again, I do want to talk about the zombie kiss that everybody's going around talking about. Now, I had seen this before I watched the episode. Like, oh my god, Tess is making out with the affected and stuff. I'm like, what? And yes, now how she went out is similar to the game. All the way up until how it's not the soldiers who shoot her, it's the affected, but it's just that how that zombie was like leaning in and stuff, and of course you have those tentacles that come out their mouth, which is badass and stuff, and just Tess is just like this, just staying there, just looking at it, and so as the affected is leaning in and stuff, and basically locks lips with her, or the tentacles go inside a Tess's mouth and stuff, and it's just like, and they hold it there for like a little bit. Like, I thought that she would like try to fight back or something, but just letting affected come in and like smooch on you was just like, I don't know, because Tess is a fighter until the end, so I thought that she was going to like shoot some of them, and then and then she shoot some of them, and then she was trying to light her match, her lighter as well, which just wasn't working and stuff, until she was getting kissed by the affected, and it did work, and bam, everything blew up and stuff, because she had the oil, she had the gasoline, and the grenades on the ground. But it was just kind of weird how that whole scene played out. Like, that was my only thing I found strange and stuff. She could have went out and stuff, because again, if you have played the game and stuff, Tess was gonna die and stuff. That was already coming and stuff. You already know what's gonna basically happen. But she could have went out a little bit more better without that awkward scene where the fact that it was like locking lips with her and just spreading the fungal through her system. Maybe she could have shot all of them, shot the ground and stuff, lit it on fire, and then the affected will like maul her or something, just something like that. That's my thoughts about it as much as stuff. If they could change one scene, just change that one, because that was kind of weird and stuff. But yeah, but everything else was fucking fantastic. It was fantastic. I really enjoyed this episode. My ears are hearing that episode 3 is even better. So I can't wait, because the next episode is where we get to meet Bill. Oh yes, good old Bill. Joel needs a car. Yeah, so I can't wait to see what they do with Bill and his character and Joel and stuff. It's gonna be amazing. I'm giving episode 2 on my tier list an amazing tier. Again, it could have been a masterpiece, but that one scene, that one scene with Tess, with the fact that it was kind of off-putting stuff. It kind of took me out of it, but everything else was amazing. It was incredible. This series is getting better and better and better. So yes, I can't wait to see the next episode and see what we have in store for us. And I hope that we keep giving more flashbacks to the past and stuff, you know, before the outbreak happened. And I hope that they keep diving deeper into the cordyceps affection and stuff. But so far, Joel, Ellie, love it. I'm shocked by this series so far, and I'm sorry, it's so good. Yeah, but what do you guys think about episode 2 and stuff? Did you enjoy it? Did you love it? Did you hate it? Was it okay and stuff? Now, to me, it was not better than the first episode and stuff like that. The first episode was still masterpiece tier in my eyes. But this one is, you know, right there, but just slightly below it and stuff in some areas and stuff. But if you guys did enjoy today's review of episode 2 of The Last of Us, make sure that you smash the like button, subscribe to the channel, which would be so much. Stay tuned for my review of episode 3 when that goes live. And yeah, so stay safe, take it easy, peace.